What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Second, or Metados, a new project in the Battle Royale style that a lot of people are talking about. A lot of you guys have asked me to review this in my public live streams. And there you go. I listen to you as always, so let's take a look. This is a Metaverse Battle Royale style game. As you probably know, Battle Royale is one of the most widely played types of games out there for online gaming. Think about the likes of Fortnite, for instance. And also this uses a time as a currency concept, which is something that I haven't really seen in gaming, so I found it particularly interesting. So we're gonna take a look at this in a second, but first of all, I wanna have a look at like tokenomics and how it looks, etc. This is sitting at right below 3 million in market cap, so it's a pretty tiny gen. It's still very risky, but not as risky as below 1 million or whatever, but still very, very risky. The volume to market cap ratio is very high, 79% in this very moment. So definitely there's a lot of interest. There's a lot of people that are trading this project, and we can see the chart. It seems like it pretty much bottomed out, although it's very hard to say, especially because of the tokenomics and the vesting, which is probably the biggest warning sign of this project. You can buy this on Maxi, on Gate.io, and also on Trader Joe when it comes to decentralized exchanges, because this project, it's actually on Avalanche natively. It's also bridged to a bunch of other chains like Arbitrum and Ethereum and Polygon, but it's natively on Avalanche, and I'm pretty big on the entire Avalanche gaming ecosystem. You guys probably know already of projects like Bloodloop and Shrapnel. These projects are all built on Avalanche, and I think that Avalanche gaming is going to be one of the hottest narratives when it comes to gaming in this upcoming bull run. So a lot of promising things. However, one of the main things that I want to flag right before even starting this video entirely is the token vesting schedule. Not so much about the tokenomics, which are pretty average when it comes to, you know, any other gaming project. My flag is actually on the vesting schedule itself. So there is a vesting schedule on a daily basis. You can see right here that every day there's going to be new tokens unlocked and becoming, you know, available in circulation. So all the people that participated to the private sales or the team or whatever, you name it, they're going to get tokens on a daily basis. So rest assured that they're probably going to sell their bags, and as a result, you know, the supply in circulation is going to increase. They sell their bags, the price goes down. This is why also you don't see, and by the way, I could scroll this for literally 3 hours and still wouldn't get to the end. This is why I believe that this project is extremely inflationary, and it's not that I believe it, it's pretty much, you know, on the paper, okay? It's not rocket science. If you just open CryptoRank, you'll see it for yourself. So let's just say 1 year from now. Today is April 22nd. So if I go on April 22nd next year, the total supply in circulation is going to be 41%, and right now it's only 4%. And the unlock, it seems like the daily unlocks are starting in 10 days or so. So could this be a short-term trade? Maybe, because it actually seems to have bottomed out. But with daily unlocks and a 10x, yeah, you heard me right, a 10x dilution 1 year from now, it's pretty outrageous to me. And if we're thinking about Q3 or Q4 25, when people are usually expecting the top of, you know, the peak of the bull run, this would be something crazy. We're looking at almost a 15x dilution for now. This is absolutely insanity. So the token vesting is absolutely looking outrageous. This is probably one of the worst tokenomics when it comes to vesting schedule that I've ever seen. It's a shame, because this could actually be one of the best games out there for the coming bull run. Look at the trader, it looks freaking great. And also I like the lore of this project, and for the agents, consider something like Valorant rather than Fortnite, at least in my opinion. They actually gave them the name of a famous crypto project. So you see Tether, Terra, Solana. It's actually pretty interesting. I like the lore. The website is freaking great. It's probably one of the best websites that I've seen. There's different classes, there's different game modes. And also, it seems like they're gonna have an emphasis on esports. Billions of dollars that are involved in Fortnite esports tournament. And if this even manages to catch a tiny 1% or perhaps even a 0.1% of the money involved in that niche, like, rest assured that this is absolutely gonna fly. You get remuneration, which is actually one of the main things that, you know, makes gaming project pump, through the skills and the time. I'm gonna go through the white paper in a second because I found that very interesting. First off, actually, let's have a look at the team, because the team is fully doxed, which is actually what we want to see in a long-term investment. They have all their LinkedIn profile links, so it's pretty much everything that you want to see. And they worked on AAA or very mainstream titles, real world experience into AAA and very famous mobile gaming titles. And when it comes to the partners, big names on there too. Photon is there, and Layer Zero, one of the biggest names right now, one of the hottest names in the industry. They also have a mobile version in place coming very soon. New character, deathmatch mode, and graphics improvement to reach AAA quality. That is pretty huge if they're actually able to get to this. And it seems like in Q3, they're aiming to make this go global with World Esports Tournament and even a second game in the Metados world called Alpha. I'm not sure if this is going to have a separate token, but anyway, it's irrelevant in this very moment because it's probably a long way to go. Anyway, this is fantastic stuff, okay? Now, if we go on the white paper, there's a few interesting things that I want to flag. First of all, there's lore, and I love these projects that have lore, and there's a lot that you can read because it builds community. It builds something that players are going to get to, something that players are going to read, they're going to relate to, and they're going to be interested over time. You know, think about games like League of Legends. Why they barely ever change over the years, but people keep playing them because they have a massive lore underneath it. The partners, I've talked already about it, it's freaking huge. And I love the fact that this is Battle Royale. Like 99% of the games played right now on the internet are Battle Royale based. Think about Fortnite or Call of Duty Warzone. There's even esports tournaments played on these games. It's freaking big. But one of the main things that I want to flag is the time as currency, which is a concept that I haven't really seen in gaming. I actually was like, what the hell is this? So apparently this is quite a deviation to the traditional in-game mechanics, but you're essentially given a limited amount of time that you're going to be able to survive, to be alive. And if the time runs out, you basically die. So to continue playing, you need to keep looting from the enemy. So just like you loot like weapons and stuff on Warzone, Fortnite, you actually loot time from the enemies that you knock down. So of course it's going to be a shooter in the game, third person, pretty much like Fortnite is, and you're going to loot time that is going to enable you to play more. Otherwise, if you don't loot any time, you essentially die. It doesn't end there. It's also a currency that you use in the game to purchase in-game items. Very interesting, and it's definitely gonna add a certain kind of dynamic to this game. Honestly, this is actually pretty cool, and it's one of the things that made me the most bullish out of the things that I've seen right there. Also, when it comes to the token itself, the utility is pretty much standard, pretty much what you would expect. There's governance in which, you know, the same stuff. You're going to be able to vote on changes to the ecosystem and to the DAO, nothing revolutionary. But you're also going to be able to earn the token itself and actually sell it on exchanges if you participate in tournaments or if you end up being at the top of the leaderboard. So, of course, there's going to be skills involved. You're going to have to be actually good to earn the tokens, to actually trade it for money. And you're also going to be able to use this as a token of the ecosystem as in-game currency. So it seems like there's going to be actually different in-game currencies, not different tokens trading on exchanges. But, you know, there's, for instance, the Hunter tokens. So there's a soft currency that you can use it to purchase legendary skins. I found this a bit confusing. There's also Time Dust, which replaces duplicate items. Okay, so there's different in-game currencies, but at least the good thing is that if you want to buy a token and then trade it on exchanges, it's only one, it's called Second. But yeah, it just makes it a bit confusing to me that they decide to go through all of these in-game currencies. I think that one or two at most are enough. 3 if you want to be out of the ordinary, but how many are this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It's actually a lot of currency, so I'm not sure how this is actually going to pay out. I would have to play the game itself to get a feel out of it, but I don't know, maybe something that you want to pay attention to, especially if you want to participate and play the game yourself. But rest assured, it's gonna start in 11 days, all of this daily vesting. Up until there, it seems like we bottomed out. We might go on an uptrend from here. It's very risky. It's very risky for me to invest in a project that has a daily vesting schedule. And yes, you could make an argument that the market cap is actually very small. It's still sub 3 million. Would I buy this? Would I not? Honestly, it's debatable. I want to see probably how the daily unlocks impact the price, because it's not massive unlocks, but of course they occur on a daily basis. And the dilution is absolutely outrageous. So if I was to consider entering in this, I would probably just aim at doing a very short-term trade in, you know, maybe a week or a month, because it just doesn't make sense to hold this for the medium to long term. The tokenomics, the vesting schedule is absolutely atrocious. And it really pains me because this is one of the best projects that I've encountered as just a feel of the project and the revolutionary in-game currency mechanisms that I have, the time as a currency, the skill and time to, you know, to actually make it and earn the tokens. I actually find that extremely interesting, but it's just such a shame that they ruined the tokenomics in this manner. This is pretty much it for this video. I hope that you took some value out of it. And I'm going to remind you, of course, to join my private group, my VIP group. It's the best community in crypto right now. There's so many perks and so much alpha that I can't just list it in 30 seconds right now. So I'm going to just pop it on the screen so you can have a look for yourself. It's the first link down in the description. I have several tiers, so just go on the website and you're going to be able to see it for yourself. You might have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create generational wealth this bull cycle, so don't mess it up and join now. I hope to see you there and help you out with your crypto investing journey. And until then, take care for now.